What's up, everybody? Welcome to NIBScast episode 10. I am one of your hosts, Aaron Lamping, joined by the consistency, the rock, Derek Ragsdale.
Yeah.
I can come. Oh, wait, I can't come. Oh, I can come. Matt Czech.
Hey, you. Alright, I'm here with Steve Buscemi, and it's okay.
It's a big can.
It's Steve Buscemi.
And returning special guest, he is the Matt Flynn to our Aaron Rodgers, Dylan Schmidt.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
Glad you can always just fill in.
That's what I'm here for.
A permanent sub. We're just molesting your cat, dude.
Oh, don't do that. Although he does seem to like the pets.
The kitty cat.
Kitty
cast.
Kitty cast. Alright, guys, so what have you been up to this week? I'm curious. How you doing?
I'm doing
I need to
good.
know more.
Alright, well, I'm doing my finals for school right now and playing Dark Souls 2 drunk to calm myself down.
That seems very counterproductive.
Dude, everyone's like, you play Dark Souls 2 to calm down? I'm like, yeah, it's a fun game. I killed 3 bosses last night. Not too shabby.
Big boy. Alright. Does anybody else want to tell me about their week, or should we jump right in with some news?
I haven't been up to too much. Just played Wolfenstein for a little bit yesterday. It's pretty good.
Oh, the new expansion?
No, I haven't played these. I've just the original, like the New Order.
Well, and they just came
But
out
yeah.
for the PS4.
I heard it's really good if you can get past the intro.
I thought the intro was cool.
I just heard it takes a while to get a gun in your hand and can drag on.
It was like 5-10 minutes. But yeah, I don't know, it's a cool game.
Be free, Steve Buscemi.
Alright, we'll jump right in with some news. So, they clarified the Batman $40 DLC a little bit, because everybody, even us, were like, why wouldn't you... It wasn't that they were charging that much, it was just, why on earth
Would you say that?
would you say that and then not say anything?
Yeah.
So, what they've clarified a little bit here is we got Batgirl, A Matter of Family. Gamers can venture out and see what prequel lies ahead if you play Batgirl. This is the first time you'll be able to play Batgirl in the Arkham series.
Oh.
Ooh. Season of Infamy. Gamers will of course, choose to play Batman and can look forward to new story missions. The Dark Knight will face off against the supervillains who plan to bring nothing but trouble to Arkham.
What, like the 3 they haven't used now?
These are pretty vague.
Or why don't they actually have the Riddler as a freaking person for
the Joker
once?
and Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Gotham City Stories. Have you ever wondered what happened before and after Batman Arkham Knight came to be? Well, this is the mode for you if you want to dig deeper into the tales of Gotham City and what it has to offer. Whoever wrote this article on ChristianToday.com
Christian Today?
needs to rethink the writing.
Hey man, Jesus likes Batman, alright? Don't be hating.
Alright, and then we have the Batmobile and themed tracks. Get behind the wheels of the famed Batmobile and see how you can handle the Capped Crusader's vehicle on the racetrack.
I mean,
Mario Kart Batman?
That's the death of games.
It is.
When a game releases a racing game, that's when you know it's done.
It already is.
Oh my God,
it
this
is
is
the
the
fourth
fourth
one.
one.
Oh, jeez.
I'm telling you, man, it happened to Jack. It happened to frickin', Jack's the only one I can really think of.
It happened to Sonic.
Well, Sonic's been
Crash
bad.
Bandicoot, kind of.
Well, Crash
But the
Crash Team
first
Racing was
racing
good.
one was good.
Every other racing game's terrible.
We
I'm
could play
waiting
the
for
PS2 one tonight.
Oh,
Not good.
the not good one, yes.
And then we got some challenge maps. Engage in unique kinds of ways to play the game. It's challenge modes.
I'd be more excited about the racetracks if we actually see, some Batmobile gameplay.
Some sweet jumps.
I think it'd be cool if you could go against each other in the racetracks.
I think it would be cool if you could just be the Dukes of Hazzard.
Woo! Looks like that Batboy's gonna be in a heap full of trouble going on right now.
And then finally, your $40 can get you some character skins. Customize your characters with the vast array of skins available for Batman, Robin, Nightwing, and Catwoman.
Hooray.
Something which should be
very,
interesting to players who have an eye for fashion and a style for their characters.
Kind of gay. Christian.
Should be at least better than Mortal Kombat X's.
Oh, so we're like, hey, Dylan likes that stuff.
Yeah, I love spending copious amounts for skins.
Yeah. Well, speaking of spending too much for skins on Mortal Kombat, Jason's coming to Mortal Kombat. He's already available to the season pass holders, and he will be available May 12th, which I believe is Monday to everybody else.
He's cool. He's pretty cool.
It's Tuesday.
His Stalker form is kind of but his Slasher and Unstoppable forms are both pretty spot on.
I desperately want my Jason versus Predator match.
I do too. I can't wait for Predator to be a character. I don't know why. Jason just seems...
He's kind of slow.
He just doesn't seem like a Mortal Kombat character like Freddy Krueger seemed like a Mortal Kombat. He seemed more of a Mortal Kombat character to me than Jason does.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know why. Predator is a perfect character.
I kind of wish they would have brought in, like, Superman or Batman or something like they did. They brought Scorpion to Injustice.
They probably would have brought Batman to, like,
I think that would have been cool. But
it'd be kind of a cool...
Jason
for the new movie.
Jason's alright.
Derek, you had to help re-record. We had some problems with the tournament because we did the audio before the video editing.
Yeah.
So that didn't end up working out. How did the first...
Crazy.
You re-recorded the first part of it. How'd that go?
Oh, yeah, what Dylan and I did. It was awesome. I
Was
think
it
it would
good?
be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, we did more of a introductions and recaps than we did like actual commentary on the fights.
Yeah, we didn't do any commentary on the fights. We did like introducing the fighters and who's playing, and it was just more like in between matches type of stuff.
Oh man, I can't wait to listen to it.
It's fun.
See it.
However we catch our
We
groove.
had some-
I wasn't thrilled with...
We had some pretty
What
good
Nick and I did
commentator
originally,
voices.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a funny video, I think. I hope.
Yeah, we were throwing mad shade.
God dang, you were throwing shade at me?
Yeah.
Using my terms?
We were saying because you're the first one out, you're the first to join the Scrub Lords.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm the Lord of the Scrubs at least. Screw you.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like to see life through Matt Czech's eyes?
No.
Why? Life's amazing here. Come view it through my eye hole.
Well, I want to, and maybe with the Oculus Rift, I will be able to someday.
What?
The Oculus Rift has a confirmed release window. Spring 2016.
Sweet.
About time.
I'm
Dude,
happy.
I don't want you to see through my eyes. I want to see how many times I masturbate. It's gonna be weird.
That's the only thing I want.
You're like, I'm tuning in now. Oh boy.
Google Glass, the best app for it, apparently, is just this. It's an app where you can see whatever somebody else is seeing if they're wearing Google Glass and running the same app.
Oh, God.
And people apparently just wear that and have sex with each other. So you can see what it looks like to have sex with yourself.
I mean,
Fucking weird.
if you have the money to buy 2 Google Glasses, like go for it.
I say all prostitutes, or all people that go see prostitutes, have to wear Google Glasses. There. Porn industry skyrockets.
That's still my biggest concern with this, is how much is this going to cost? Because I'll admit, of all of them, the Oculus Rift is the most enticing to me because it's going to run off the PC.
It's been out for like ever now.
Because you can get the dev kits,
Yeah.
which the developer kits I think were like $300. But
The first ones were 300, and they went down to 200.
See, I just don't think that's gonna... I don't think that's gonna hold on.
I feel like the craze has kind of died down a lot.
Well, I don't know, because I feel like it's going to be more, because more and more stuff is being integrated with it, and it's just been kind of gearing up for it to come out. So now that it's going to actually be like commercially available, I think they'll probably drop the price a little bit, probably down to like $200.
Yeah, but
just because
everyone has one now. I'm more excited
Everyone
about
doesn't
the
have
Valve
one.
Yeah, they do. Valve is making one.
No,
too.
but I mean,
I'm more
like,
excited about that one than the regular Oculus Rift.
I guess, but I don't know. Because I know Facebook bought it or whatever, so they've been pouring a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be cool.
And it's because of Facebook I'll be able to see Matt Czech jerk off at
Yeah.
Finally. We've come this far, haven't we? Land a man on the moon.
Let's just go a little further. So yeah, another issue, and I guess it's really not an issue with how popular they are, but it really only works with first-person games for the immersion.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool if they could do that with third-person games.
Well, I mean, you could, but it would just be
Do
like,
Crash Bandicoot.
you might as well just go,
on
put
the
a
TV.
cardboard box around your TV
Yeah.
and put your head in there.
Hey, man. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, alright?
And I also
I
feel
know,
like... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I know a lot of people, there's a lot of Minecraft, because Minecraft supports it, so there's a lot of mods made for Oculus Rift for Minecraft, which are pretty cool, but I don't know, hopefully it'll get better with, like, because I seriously can't wait for, like, when they had, like, PlayStation Move and all that, although it wasn't that good, playing, like, SOCOM on that was super fun. So, like, I just can't wait for when we have, like, you know, actual paraphernalia to, like, play games and have the Rift on and just
I
be a
really
little
feel
bit
like
more immersed, but...
It's cool, but people aren't gonna do it. Like, they have
I
that
think
walking thing.
Once
like,
it comes out,
with,
more people will.
I feel like people
I
aren't.
think
People just want to
will.
sit down and play the game. Like they have I remember they
No, I think
Oculus
more
Rift
people will
and the walking
make
thing.
stuff for it.
Oh yeah,
That's
but
what
I'm
I
saying
mean.
people. I don't feel like people will be like, oh yeah, you can do this, you can move around, like get all into it. I don't want to do that. I just want to play my game. There's gonna be like a few people, but I don't.
I think
it's
it'll be.
gonna
I would
like,
think it'll be more fun for like competitive sports, like Call of Duty, like esports, or like Call of Duty, and like Battlefield and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've never.
What if you kink your neck though? Then you can't turn.
I know, right?
I feel like that would be the hardest thing for me
Someone like-
on like those first-person games. Is just what does the right like if you're playing with the controller, what do you do with the right stick then?
Yeah.
Does it do this? Like, does it move too? And then you're
I
like,
don't think the
and
right stick
next thing you know,
moves
you
as
got your
much.
head kinked up here to look straight or
Well,
something.
Actually, someone has played it like that, and they noticed that they'll just stay still and still move with like the mouse or the sticks.
It's a completely
Because
different
they're just like, oh, I forgot that I can move my head to look.
Yeah.
It's like playing on a big, like a huge TV. You think you're gonna do better, but you have got more of a field of view you have to watch, and you could be worse. Now you're gonna have like an Oculus Rift. You physically like your face is in there, so you have to turn your head a lot.
For driving,
So
for driving
driving
drunk,
movies, yeah.
and for horror games.
Dude, I want to play. I would love to play like
spooky game.
Like PT.
No, I
with
would
it.
I would shit my pants. I'm saying like the truck driving simulator.
Yeah,
Where's
Too
the
soon on
Oculus
PC,
Rift?
man. Too soon.
Well, if you
I
still have
haven't.
it downloaded,
I
you
never.
gotta
I
download it.
didn't download it. I missed the day. I'm like, no.
But no, there's
Let's
that.
play it when
There's
you use PS4s.
There's another thing kind of like Oculus Rift that I'm looking at that I kind of want to get. There's this thing I've looked up a few times. It's called like Core FX, something like that. It's a vest that you can wear, and it uses the compressed air or whatever in it. So it's like
Oh, for when you get
concussions.
shot?
Yeah, so it goes
Okay.
like concussive, so you feel it in your chest.
Why would you want to feel bullet wounds? Jesus
So
Christ!
it's like, well,
No,
just
it's
more
air.
cool.
It's-
Oh
yeah.
God!
Yeah, well, because
What if you
like
get exploded by a grenade,
I was
dude?
reading,
It's
probably the same.
No, I was reading I was reading a video about it because it's like somebody was just for like watching movies even. So he's watching like a helicopter flies through in the movie, and you can feel like doom, 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 like moving around. So it feels like the way that it comes from. So if there's an explosion behind you, it's like
I wanna
you feel
wear
like
that.
pressure
Feel
on
the
your
air.
back, and yeah,
That's
I want to
cool,
wear
though.
that
I like
while
that.
watching the original RoboCop.
yeah.
This sounds awful. And I don't want it.
I don't know, like I thought
That
it seemed
sounds
pretty cool.
interesting.
Like I thought it sounded pretty cool to like sit there and just kind of like feel a little bit more immersed because it's not like ha you're getting shot now. It's just like you can feel like the concussion that would come
It's
off
like-
and different stuff. Like
I'd really like it. Just
Like-
like, oh God!
Yeah.
Just like
I don't
give
know.
people PTSD
Like,
or PTSD for just playing Call of
I don't know,
Duty.
we're
If
just-
it
moving-
gets too real, that
we're
could
moving-
actually happen.
we're just
I know.
moving closer and closer to like actual virtual reality where you can just kind of sit there and be like, oh, I'm doing this now.
I
Ain't a
can't wait.
holodeck, man.
I can't wait to see it because it's not gonna. No one's gonna be like, yeah, chill out. Like, oh my God, this is so cool! I'm just running around for like a second and then be like, I'm tired now.
Well, I think the headset is fine. I can see myself moving my head, but I feel like this could hit a problem that the Wii ran into.
Yeah, where you have,
people
like-
just don't want to play games with
People
the
play
gimmicks
tennis
all
on
the
the
time.
Yeah,
couch,
no,
for
they
God's
just
sake.
want to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I want it. It would be like a gimmick thing that
So
I
that-
would only play with
Yeah.
horror games or
So
something.
I'm saying, like, while it'd be neat eventually if we get like these tracks that we can walk on and just turn around and we
It's just
get the
gonna-
guns in our hand. Eventually, we're just gonna be like,
it's just gonna
I
sit in the
don't know.
basement and collect dust.
Yeah, I think.
Eventually.
I think it might have been Valve's version of this. They've been advertising it as more of an experience. They haven't really been talking about games more, but they've been talking about like an experience, like a virtual reality where like, oh, you're on a mountaintop. It's not a game, but like it's a kind of a physical experience. That would be cool. I feel like that's where it should go. It should go into movies instead of video games.
Parachuting.
Yeah, like
That'd
stuff
be
like
cool.
that.
The issue I have with
it would-
movies is I don't want to watch a movie with this thing on my head. I'd rather just watch the TV.
Well, it's like wearing 3D glasses and stuff like that. I just feel like
I don't
want to
do that either.
I know. I feel like it would last longer if they did it with video or movies instead of video games.
Well,
'cause
they
it's just
can
gonna be
do
a
it with
gimmick.
both of them.
Yeah, but I feel like it's more gimmicky for the video games.
And then people are like, oh, just use the glasses free 3D. It's like, I never had that 3D slider on my 3DS. Everybody was like, the new one has
It
such
hurts.
improved 3D. And I was like, okay, let's see. Nope.
Yeah, ow.
It hurts your eyes. You have to like the right
Yeah.
angle. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. Turn off. All right, I can play this.
Oh man, it looks like it's hovering a half an inch in front of my screen. Whoa boy.
Oh boy.
Put those little Nintendo cards. Like, oh, Pikachu is right
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
Cool.
so cool.
Oh, Mario, crazy!
It's
Alright.
more fun to like draw a dick and
I know.
wrap around.
The one thing I did like was the, I still have Josh's stupid face on the face hunter thing.
Shots fired.
Throwing shade at
geez.
Josh. But I still have Josh's face on the like face hunter thing. I don't want to change it because it's freaking hilarious. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play face hunter. Shoot all the Josh faces because like, that's the one thing I do like about the 3D is that you can go around in like your room and shoot the faces.
You don't need the 3D for that though. You
Well,
just
no,
need a
like-
camera.
Yeah, I was saying I like the
I like that.
augmented reality games and stuff. So now I was reading there's also this a phone app coming out that these people are making that they're making like a horror game for your phone. And it uses the camera, so it puts it in like your house.
Oh, that's kind of
that'd be
so
terrifying.
So it uses like your camera as like like an opening, and there's like whatever pops up from it. And
I would never. I'm never gonna download that.
They
Ever.
mentioned that a while back. They announced it before we started doing the podcast, but Microsoft, they're more in the AR business than the VR business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were suggesting. They're like, with our AR, you could like make a horror game where you're walking around your house and shit that isn't there is jumping out at you.
It's too real.
And then you will forever be afraid to go to the bathroom.
Because you're like, what if it's actually there?
I got
what if I
scared.
forgot it on?
I got scared when we were watching Babadook and my power out went out for like a second and like
Right,
it was
the
just
scary
dark. I'm like,
Wouldn't it be awesome?
I don't want it to be in my phone / room.
If it would take people who are actually there and like turn them into something scary, so you're just like,
What
punch!
What if you could like set your lights and your electronics to like flicker and like it gets messed with
Do you
your
just
phone
want
on
me
your
to
head?
die
That'd be
of
great.
cardiac arrest or something like that?
I'm sure it'll get to
Jesus.
that eventually.
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be fun. I would do that.
That would make haunted houses so much better.
Oh yeah.
Sign a waiver if you die. We don't care.
Alright, let's move on with the news. Number 4, we got some Destiny news.
Oh yeah.
The Prison of Elders was announced for the House of Wolves expansion. This is the new high-end PvE content. It's only 3-player. There is no raid. They even went as far to say there will not be a raid with the House of Wolves. Like, we won't add it later. That will be next, which we'll talk about. But the Prison of Elders, it's a wave defense where they just send waves at you.
I like those. I like those types of game types.
More than
And how, at least from the video I watched, what it is, you go into 4 rooms and do that. And to make it so you can't just sit still occasionally, but they'll be like, oh, there's like 4 bombs on the battlefield that if you don't defuse, you die.
I like it.
So you actually have to get up and move. You do that 4 times in 4 different rooms, and then you fight like a mini-boss and then a big boss. And
That's
then you
kinda
can
cool.
collect your treasures.
That sounds cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
that sounds pretty fun.
Sounds like a movie,
I'm
right?
interested in that.
I need to start playing Destiny again.
It's available at level 28, 32, and 35, I believe they said. And 28 is the only one with matchmaking.
I'm like
if you
level
do it any
14.
higher, you have
You have
to
to have
run
friends.
with a pre-made group.
I'm like
Okay.
level 14. I can't do that. I need to play it. I need to play it for Mike because I know that's the reason why he bought me that PS4.
What's
Alright,
coming
yeah,
out
we just
soon?
need
I know.
We just need to. We'll play through new characters.
Oh, God. Well, you guys can bring the. We could play that when you guys are up there. Yeah.
I will have it.
Yeah.
Well, it's really
Oh,
neat
we'll be
too because
playing
every
this.
room it gets a random modifier,
Mhm.
and it's random every time, so it's not like it's a set modifier each week.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of dropped, which is nice, like separate of this, the Nightfall and Strike, Weekly Strike, will now be different instead of the
Oh,
exact
that's
same.
same. Okay, that's cool.
I mean, I'm sure there'll still be weeks where the algorithm just pops up the same
Yeah,
stuff,
well, yeah.
but
When I was playing that, I don't remember the guy's name. He has like a big old sword. He's like green.
Crota.
That happened to me every single
Oh,
mission.
the
Sword
Sword
of
of
Crota,
Crota, yeah.
Every single level. I'm like, are you kidding me? And he was like XX. I'm like, I can't kill him.
You run away.
Yeah.
But I kept getting my ass kicked every time. It pissed me off because I'm like, I'm going to do this mission, and then all I see is like, ooh, something.
Blades
It's
of
only on
Crota have
Earth.
invaded
And I
the
see like a
world.
sword. I'm like, oh fuck. And then he's like, hey baby. I'm like,
That's,
no.
that's not on Venus and
Mars.
yeah, Mars. So,
They haven't added Uranus yet, have they?
no, I think like Jupiter's moons will be next.
I want them to add Uranus.
They're talking about Mercury.
I want it to be the most serious
I
planet
don't
they
think
have.
they're adding anything like that
It'll
until
be
Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they filed a trademark this week, the same way they did for House of Wolves, so people are believing this will be expansion 3, or it was known as Comet. They filed the trademark for the Taken King, which we're assuming will be Expansion 3. They'll probably talk about it at E3. Because that'll be... At E3, House of Wolves have been out for about a month, and people are going to be all like, yo, we got all your content done 3 weeks ago, and we're soloing it now.
Got any more of that DLC?
But yeah,
I'm interested.
They said they're working on multiple raids, so hopefully whatever is next has like 2 raids or something.
It's going to be an expansion of just like 5 raids, and there's going to be nothing else added.
I'd be excited for that.
I think, but what's interesting, Destiny's in an interesting situation since they're trying to appeal to the first-person shooter market. Their raids can't be like a WoW raid where you work on a little bit and then come back later. Like, yeah, you can work on it, but I feel like they try to make it so once you have it, you can do it all in one night.
Yeah. They try to make them shorter.
It's kind of cool.
I like both the raids. Both the raids in
Hard mode Crota can suck a dick.
No, man, it's fine.
I haven't done the House of Glass, I don't think. Or is it one of House of Glass? What's it called?
Vault of Glass?
Vault of Glass. I haven't done that.
Yeah, you're only level 14.
I want to do it.
You haven't done either of the raids.
I guess I didn't do the raids.
You've done strikes,
I know.
probably.
I was with Mike. He's like, over there is the Vault of Glass. I'm like, it looks so cool.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, was you? God, I'm like forgetting everything today. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to move on to some Nintendo news now.
Ooh,
All right.
Their shooter Splatoon had a direct all of its own on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah. And they announced a bunch of information for it. Basically some stuff we knew. It's 4-on-4 for the most part. There's a 1v1 mode. But the most substantial thing we got out of this was its free post-launch content. And according to comingsoon.net, 5 Turf War stages will be available at launch, but Nintendo will continue to add free new stages throughout summer 2015. Additionally, they plan to continually expand the game with new weapons, battle modes, and gear. A major update event in August will add 2 additional matchmaking options, including the ability for friends to form 4-person teams and search for other 4-person teams to battle against. The second option lets up to 8 friends battle in 4v4 matches on any stage with any rules they want. It will deliver a new battle mode and additional gear for characters to wear as well. Which, they had 3 one-hour blocks of testing. They started it last night, and then they had 2 this morning. Mm-hmm. I was at work and then slept through the other 2, so I'm kind of upset I didn't get to try it out.
Wow, what a slacker.
With that, everybody was really excited about it. Everybody apparently really enjoyed the game. But they snuck in that in order to make a group and play with your friends, you have to wait for August.
Really? Why?
Just getting servers? Probably just getting the compatibility down with
it brought down Nintendo's internet service too, and not just the Splatoon servers. Like, people playing Mario Kart were like, I can't play Mario Kart right now. Yeah. At least during the first one. I don't know how the 2 this morning.
I mean, that's good. People are excited for it. It looks fun. Just, I wish you can't call people like little nerds and stuff like that because there's no voice check. So like, we understand the internet's the internet and we don't want that.
I thought it was already out. I saw the boxes at GameStop.
It's soon. It's the 19th.
Okay.
So it's 10 days? Yeah, 10 days.
I'm just waiting to see what people do to mess it up. Because I feel like there's going to be something that they do that's like, oh god, censor this, like making like giant penises out of it.
Nintendo has talked about, like, they have put tons of resources into software that detects that you drew a penis, and just
gets rid of it.
They got
detecting software.
They got phallic sensors.
Yeah.
I like to think that Miyamoto and Reggie sit there all day long, like
there's
all right, a dick, click, there's a dick.
They're like, they sit there all day long, like, all right, draw this. This looks kind of like a dick. Put it in the charts. Like, they're just sitting there drawing dicks all day.
That's really what's taken Zelda so long. The Zelda team's in charge of it. They have to try to make a Zelda game and get rid of all the dicks at the same time.
I really
People
want
are
to
drawing
see
Matt's tiny peenie.
My name's Matt and I have a teeny peenie. No, that's Nick!
Nick Bogey, I have a tiny peenie.
We're not talking about that. I really want to see. I want Nintendo's patented penis detecting software. I want that to be a thing.
All right, so they also announced, not during the Direct, they had I think they had an investors meeting, that they gave Universal Studios the rights to use their characters for rides.
Ooh.
Yeah. Really? I can't wait. I'm going to be really sad if they don't make a Mario Kart bumper cart.
Yeah, no, they will.
Oh my god.
Like,
they will.
a Mario Kart bumper cart would be the best.
You guys ever been to Universal
No,
Studios?
Nope.
we're going when it
It's
opens.
fun. It's
Dude,
fun.
We're all going when it opens.
Universal Studios is fun.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I want like an F-Zero roller coaster,
Oh
just
my
like
God.
a launch ride.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna do that, dude. They're probably gonna do like Mario Kart crafts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
They're just gonna open a
Donkey
new
Kong
park
ride or
all
something like
Nintendo
I want
park.
That sounds
I want a
amazing.
Metroid.
Nintendo
I
Land.
want a Metroid ride.
Oh yeah.
It probably will be
What
called
would the Metroid
Nintendo
ride
Land.
be?
It'd be one of those things where you shoot.
like shoot, yeah, or
Shoot the
or
gun.
like
The
you'd be
virtual
going
reality.
going
Oh.
through like like whatever the planet is from like the first Metroid.
It's like Ridley at the end.
yeah.
Of it.
I like the shooting idea. When I went to Six Flags St. Louis, they had a Scooby-Doo one. And like the ghost would pop up and you'd shoot and be like, Zoinks, you sure did get that, man!
I want Shaggy to be in that one, in the Metroid one, just with all robot.
Well,
voices.
they have a Men in Black one and Universal Studios.
Yeah.
They'll probably just remake that to Metroid.
Disney had one when I went to Disneyland, but when I went to Disneyland, the submarine ride that had been closed for 30 years was making its grand reopening. My dad, I remember when he was planning the trip, he's like, we're going to go on this Monday because there's going to be nobody there because it's a Monday and California schools were still in school. It's like, we got this. The submarine ride that opened for the first time in 30 years happens to open on the Monday, my dad. Hannah Montana's there. Zach and Cody's there. This place is
They're in
bumping.
line?
It's bumping.
The ride itself had an 8-hour line at one point in the
Nah.
day.
It better been good.
Oh yeah, we didn't ride it.
Wait, because Hannah Montana was there waiting to get in line.
But yeah, the whole,
VIP pass
the whole
couldn't get
park
her
was
there.
just packed, and it was a ton of fun.
Your dad
because
was like,
it was
"Damn
really
it."
the only it's really the only like big vacation my family's ever taken.
Yeah.
But so it's good for that sense. But like the one day, and it reopened with the Finding Nemo theme.
Oh, of course. I feel so bad for your dad. It's like, yes, this is going to be amazing. A Monday, and then, hey, here.
Well, what sucked is we were at my aunt's because my aunt lives out there, and we were watching the news Sunday night, and it was all like the park closed early because they were getting ready to stay open. We left at like 1 a.m. and they stayed open till like 6 a.m. the next morning just to get through the line for people. And oh my phone!
Ooh.
But so we were watching the That's just gonna go off. We were watching the news, and people were lining up at the park before it even closed the night before.
Really?
To get ready to ride the
Oh,
Finding Nemo
jeez.
submarine ride.
Dude, when I went to Disney World, I was like super little. I've only been there once, but it was
I've been to
awesome.
Disney
It
World.
was before, it was before,
Experience the magic.
dude, the magic's amazing.
Yeah, I went to Disney World once when I was little too, but I don't remember that one at all.
I do. It was funny. Remember, there's that Stitch, like, virtual experience that before it was actually
It was
cool.
the scary
it was the
one
scary one.
And I
with
cried
Lily.
while sitting there.
Dude, it was terrifying.
I cried. I was like...
Dude, it picked my dad. I'm like, my dad's gonna die. Like the light picked my dad. I'm like, no, he's gonna kill my dad.
What they do is they have seats.
Oh my
It's
god.
you're all sitting in a seat and you're like, you're in like a space station or whatever, and then the power goes out because the alien that was like captured in the middle that you guys were there to view
Horrifying.
escapes, and they have speakers and like stuff that they shoot
and
breath
on
at
your, on
in the
your feet,
seats and
they
on your
have
feet.
little air puffs.
Yeah, and so like it goes behind you and like it's just I don't know, as like for like an 8-year-old like kid,
It's
frightening.
terrifying,
And,
dude. It's terrifying when the light chooses your dad as a sacrifice. That's why it's terrifying. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be fatherless. The alien's gonna murder my dad.
It was
And then I
great.
punched Pluto. I think that's another thing I remember from going to Disney World because he ate me. I'm like, get out of here! And I punched him in the nose, and I almost broke it off. I'm like, yeah. And then I think the guy's like, this is like $3,000.
It's probably a chick in the suit. Usually is.
All right, let's get this
Feminism.
back towards video games. But you would probably do this in line for
Punch Pluto.
for Punch and Pluto while you're waiting in line for it. Nintendo has announced they will have 5 cell phone games out on the market. So mobile games, I guess, would be a better term. 5 mobile games out in the market by the end of next fiscal year, which means by March 2017.
So just plain old punching.
They said that the low number is their commitment to making these good. They want them to be good. And during a financial report, Mr. Iwata said that the producer of Mario Kart will lead the development to prove how serious they are about it. And while he didn't specifically mention by name, he's likely referring to Hideki Kono.
Oh, dude, you totally butchered that.
Good. Keep saying it.
Hidei Kimono.
Okay, that's insensitive.
That wasn't. It doesn't say kimono. That says kimono.
So, sorry.
Hideki Kimono.
Shut up.
So yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before, but I'm skeptically optimistic about these.
Dude, Nintendo's getting their shit together.
You know what I think?
The
If they-
Amiibos
if-
and now this.
If they put Mario Party on my phone and we can all play Mario Party on the phone, I would do that all the time. That'd
I
be
don't
super
know if
fun.
they're going to be doing... Oh, no, they say they weren't going to be doing, like,
They're not going to
remasters.
port, but they could theoretically still just make a new Mario
That would
Party.
be fun.
Because that would actually be fine on your phone.
Yeah. I would
Phone
love
mini
that.
games?
Dude, the
Yeah.
ones on the
That'd be good.
the ones on the like Mario Kart and Mario Party on
Because
the
you can
DS
have what they could do too is just get rid of the like bonus versus stages and stuff, and have it just each player has their own mini game, so everybody can take their turn and doesn't have to play it at the same time.
Yeah, that'd
They,
be fine
they
too.
could even just do what they did on Mario Kart 10, or Mario Party 10, where it was just like the Amiibo party. They could just put that on your phone. I would be fine with that. If it
Yeah.
was, as long as like they made it better, they added more stuff to it, and not the stupid cart. I would be fine with that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I'd be down for some Mario Kart where you use the phone with like motion sensors.
Oh,
and
God,
motion
no.
control.
Yeah.
Put my phone in the wheel.
All right, and then to wrap up the Nintendo part of the news, they announced that they finally acknowledged the Amiibo problem.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "We appreciate the enthusiasm that our fans continue to show towards Amiibo. Sales for the product have exceeded our expectations. We understand how frustrating it can be at times if a consumer are unable to find certain figures, and we apologize for that. We're trying to meet demands of our fans and consumers by increasing the amount of Amiibo we manufacture and ship to retail. We may continue to see customer demand outpace supply levels for certain characters at times, but we will do our best to prevent them from happening." My issue with this statement is they've recently said that some of the ones they've already printed, they will not reprint.
I thought they were bringing back old ones.
They are bringing back some old ones, but it's just very conflicting right now. What they're saying.
I think that they'll reprint them.
I think what they're doing is that they were like, we're going to do a run and it'll be fine, because they didn't want to commit all the resources into having a big manufacturing schedule, and then because they didn't think it was going to be as successful as it was, and then when they sell out immediately, that's when now they're coming back going, all right, we're going to reprint some because people want them. Instead of people paying $100 on eBay for one that they missed, we're just going to reprint it so we get that money.
Right.
I think it's just oh my god, this got really popular. We didn't think it was going to be that bad. Here, have some cards
But I mean,
that are supposed to be Amiibos.
But I mean, the issue.
Oh my god.
I don't get. People were asking for this. How did you not know? I mean, half of these figures, especially over here in America, we've never had access to some of these guys as toys.
Mm-mm.
Little me, if I was a kid when this happened,
Yeah, they just didn't think about it.
forget
You'd
it.
be
I would.
awakened when you
I
got
think
that.
it was because
I already have to stop myself
I
from buying stuff when I walk in the store.
I was saying,
Right there.
I think they probably kind of based it off of Skylanders model.
Oh yeah, this is all because Skylanders.
Because
But you can actually get
Well,
Skylanders
yeah, no,
if you want.
But Disney, because Disney Infinity or whatever, and Skylanders will came out, and they're not suffering at all, but they're not overly successful.
Dude,
So that's why I think
Activision
they're
just
really-
recently said that Skylanders with the toys is its biggest moneymaker.
Now that Disney's got Marvel and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
I don't
that's
know.
all their advertising.
I'm
now is
excited
all
about
Marvel
Infinity
stuff.
3.0
Yeah,
with
I
all
wanna
the Star
play it.
Wars toys.
I want to play
yeah.
it really badly. It was fun.
I don't know.
We
That's
love
right, you
toys.
don't know. Shut your mouth.
We're 20-somethings and we love toys.
Yeah, toys.
Nothing wrong with
90s
that.
kids.
I know.
90s
90s kids.
90s kids over here.
All these old farts who were all like, "Oh, toys are for kids," are dying off.
Yeah,
And now
they're
us who
dying.
are all like, "We love our toys." Speaking of which, if anybody has a Dragon Zord that would
Oh
fit
my
on top of
God.
a Megazord, I would gladly display that.
Laugh the one person right here, I got this.
Send it.
Phil's not going to give it to you.
That and I would appreciate a King DDD amiibo.
Oh my, please.
Okay. Anyway, we'll round out the news. WoW has taken its biggest sub hit to date, still making more money per month than any of us will make in a lifetime, more likely than not. But just about 3 million people since the Draenor spike in October have left the game.
Is that even a dent, really?
It's still
Yeah.
about 7.1 million, I think the article said.
They're fine.
Yeah, no, they're fine.
They're fine.
That's
but
still about 30% of their player base left.
While they are fine because they are still the biggest MMO, the issue is if any other business in the world took a 3 million person hit, they would probably be crushed.
Well, because I mean that's just in 2 months or whatever. That's $60 million.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think they're worth. They'll come back. They always come back.
I would say I think what it might have been too is that some of the less hardcore players are leaving because there's still a lot of people that enjoy playing the game but don't necessarily care that much for end game content.
Well, it's like you guys come back.
Since they made the up to level 20 free now, that's probably where a lot of it's coming from. Because there's I'll play it for a while until I care about a character and then come back and subscribe.
Every time I've come back, though, I've gotten less and less into it. Last time I came back, I was part of the Draenor spike. I got to 100, got my character geared up for raiding, did a raid finder, and was this is kind of boring.
Doesn't matter. You came back. They don't care about your and how much you love it. They just want your money. They want you to come back.
Raid Finder always sucks.
It was really disappointing.
If I had a computer, I would probably still be raiding right now.
If you have a computer,
I'd be doing a lot of other stuff.
For done.
And I guess that's the biggest thing when I look at it. When I played WoW, I was raiding.
Yeah.
When I'm not raiding,
it's way more fun to just raid.
Did we play Verdun last night?
We did play Verdun.
Okay.
We played 3 matches. Well, we played a match or 2, and then we played Chivalry for about an hour. And then you fell out of your chair trying to play Rust, and then you went to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I really don't remember what I played last night.
Alright, let's move on to our topic. The first one, should esports be considered an actual sport?
Yes.
I bring this up
because
Colin Cowherd, a jackass on ESPN...
Cowherd.
If ESPN
Cowherd.
ever forced me to cover that, talking of course about esports because they showed Heroes of the Dorm on an ESPN channel, probably ESPN 8, or do play-by-play, I would
says
quit.
ESPN 2.
Okay. Somebody lock the basement door at Mom's house and don't let them out, he added, referencing the players. I will quit the network if they ever ask me.
Dude, they should ask him right now.
Okay, so here's my thing.
Have to give him severance.
Here's my thing, just coming straight out of here with him. He's a jackass. He should not, this is totally demeaning. He likes actual sports. People like esports. Whatever. They're not going to ask you to do it. You clearly don't know anything.
Yeah, I was going to say,
they have
casters. Not going to ask you.
Why would they have him?
They have
of all
casters
people,
do this.
Yeah.
Who know the game and everything.
And when it comes to if it's a sport or not, there have been League of Legends and StarCraft 2.
Poker is considered a sport and is covered on ESPN.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then esports are sports.
Well, no. The thing is that
poker is covered on sports channels.
I'm pretty sure the League of Legends 2013 championship filled up a stadium to the brim. Every single seat was filled, and
it was
when they had
80,000
hockey there, they don't even fill it up that much. They filled an entire stadium of people.
Esports
How can
is
it not be a sport?
Esports is
Don't
an
have
insane.
the old hag guy.
Yeah,
just
people
insane commerce.
What's with this Pac-Man tournament going on here? Have people that are actually interested in it.
I would say a lot of the world championships for different games bring in
It's a crap ton of money.
millions and millions of people
And
watching
charities.
and streaming.
It goes-
You
goes to
win
charities
a
and
lot
stuff
of
like that. So
well, you can win a lot of money, but yeah.
we just gotta wait for the people that are still in the old mindset to die, and then we'll be fine.
Back to the question. Personally, I don't think it is a sport. I think naming it esport did it a disservice. I think it should have just been called competitive gaming.
I think it is esports because it's a competition. That's what sports is a competition of skill.
Poker's a sport. Chess is a sport.
If those are sports, if these
That's a
board
weird
games
thing,
are
right?
sports,
Yeah, they're considered sports.
It's a competition of skill. That's what a sport is. It doesn't need to be necessarily an
because people are
insanely
comparing
physical
it to
activity.
football
Because
when they immediately think sports.
gaming is a physical activity.
And maybe that's an issue with America specifically, because in America there's the big four. There's baseball, there's hockey, there's football and basketball.
Yeah,
and
but
there's soccer.
So so the issue there is when you're thinking of it as a sport, you think of the big four, which actually has some athletic nature to it.
But
in
esports is a sport though. You don't have to be in the best shape of your life to do it. Yeah,
but you still have to be good.
Fit.
You still have to be good at
You need to
the
be
sport.
fit. If you watch anybody that is a professional esports gamer, you need to be fit. because you're playing for longer. Like, there's a lot of people that have left it because of wrist injuries, basically. Which
carpal tunnel.
Yeah, like it happens. But like, you need to be fit because that's when your mind is the sharpest. That's when you're the fastest. That's when you are at the top. So that's why none of us could be competitive esports people. Like, even if we were all like super fit, like it's a demanding thing. Even though it's playing games, it's a physically challenging time. It's a physically challenging activity.
An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or a team competes against one another and other for entertainment.
Yeah,
and for synonyms, exercise, athletics, pastime. So how is it not a sport?
I don't know. Just for better or for worse, like definitely with the definition, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just
think, especially
it's
with
not a sport,
especially with what people think of as a sport.
Yeah,
they should have just gone with competition, gaming competition.
But it is a sport. Just because people are dumb and think like, oh, it's not physical, so it's not a sport. Dude, that doesn't make it not a sport.
Do you not realize how many times you have to deal with dumb people in anything? This would have been, even if it was called like something else.
I think we're racing in here, so yeah.
Oh, racing's not a sport.
Like,
I don't care.
NASCAR.
It's a competition of skill to create a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a sport is. It doesn't need to be.
I just read the definition, so shut your mouth. Even though I'm agreeing with you.
I don't know. I think it is a sport because it's physically demanding and whatever. But yeah, anyways.
So games like Hearthstone, which aren't necessarily physically demanding.
Hey man, that finger swipe, you gotta be fast. You gotta be quick.
Still be fast.
Gotta be swift.
That's actually what a lot of people were excited about when Hearthstone entered the scene.
It's
because
mental alacrity.
older people could play it.
It's mental alacrity.
But that's the same thing as poker.
It's visual poker.
I don't think poker should be a sport.
It shouldn't, but it is.
But it is.
But if it is, then
because it's a competition of skill.
Yeah.
And chess is considered a sport.
Well, then sleeping should be a sport.
Hey man, there probably is competitive sleeping.
But like,
this guy's been comatose for 30 years. He's a reigning champ.
Wow.
And then he woke up at Disney World with Taylor Swift and Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Taylor Swift.
My God.
What? That's why everyone was there on a Monday. He woke up in the submarine rides.
So yeah,
I think Cowherd can go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go fuck himself with that Cowherd.
All I can think of is just him hurting cows.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, Colin Cowherd, if you want to, shout us out on Twitter.
Sponsored by Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, if you want to
shout us out, shout us out.
We'll have you on. You can defend yourself.
Yeah.
You old piece of shit.
All right. We'll move on then. So, it's a sport.
Sports.
That's what most people seem to think. I mean, I agree. Like, by definition, yeah, sport.
What do you think?
I just think to help it get into the mainstream, it would have been better to go.
I think esports was a good call with it because competition. It's just gonna like the people that are actually competing would be like, what the fuck?
You might not make as much money.
Yeah,
also, that's why they call it esports. Is because there's a lot of money going through sports. Calling it esports makes it help get.
I would rather not have it be on ESPN. Just have it be its own. Have it not be on a different network, or not even put it on TV. Just put it on the internet because.
But when you put it on TV, you get more brand deals. You can have more advertising.
Yeah.
It's a much more profitable.
Because you got to think ESPN probably got a whole new demographic from this that they don't typically get.
They probably put a boatload of money into that too, just to get it on ESPN.
All right, so what are you guys playing? Games this week. What's going on with you guys?
I've been playing Verdun a bit. Matt was playing last night. It's
Tell me about this.
World War I trench warfare.
They predicted the future.
Like right after we were talking about it, I was like, yeah, World War I, go back to that. Like the next week I saw an article, Verdun, World War I, and I was like, oh, cool.
$1,000 just right now. Only 1,000.
But yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's basically just a shooter, but it's kind of like objective combat. So you gotta take their trenches, push back their attacks. It's fun. You can call in gas strikes. Got to put on your gas mask.
I don't remember much of it, but I remember I was playing Dark Souls 2. I just beat Dark Souls 1. Only took like a year. I beat it. All bosses.
Only took like a year to beat Calamine.
I beat Calamine in half. Thank you. Calamine and a half.
Because the dude was like,
Because the dude was like, yeah, I'm like, let's go! For some jolly cooperation. The douche didn't enter. I'm like, fine, I'm gonna beat him. I don't care.
Yeah,
and I beat him that time.
He summoned a dude, and then the dude was like, let's go, and he sent him through the fog door, and then he returned.
It's because we lost
so
last time.
So the boss is harder. Because there's
we lost last time, and he sucked. He died before I died.
Yeah, it was the same dude.
I'm like, alright, I'm giving you a chance. And then he's just being a dick. I'm like, you're fine, I'm gonna beat him, and then you're not gonna help. And I beat him. Calamine in half. And now I'm playing Dark Souls 2 and it's hard.
I didn't have nearly as many problems with Calamine as a lot of
Oh,
people
shut up. I know, I remember seeing you beat him. Because I was like, what is this? And you're like, oh, it's a really hard boss, I hear. You beat it like your third try, I think.
It
I'm so pissed that you He's the hardest boss. Shut up.
He is the hardest
It was
boss
hard.
in the game.
Beat Calamine
I
in
had more
half.
problems with the last boss of that DLC.
Oh, Manus?
Yeah.
Manus wasn't horrible.
Matt kind of destroyed him.
I mean, it depends on your build. It depends on how
It
you
also
play.
depends on how getting lucky you are.
It's... Oh my god, who was the
All
other
I
guy?
do is we no matter what.
Who's the guy that I was stuck on? He was a knight. And then I killed his
Artorias?
girlfriend. Yeah. Artorias was a bitch.
No, that boss wasn't that hard.
He was hard for me.
I know.
I have a weird bosses that are hard for me.
We all have different ones.
Like the freaking the Lost Sinner or whatever her name is.
Oh, yeah.
She was hard for me, but I beat the Rotten 10th try.
Rotten wasn't too bad.
And then I beat her after I beat the Rotten.
Immediately, yeah.
The Rotten wasn't hard apparently, but Kyle, it took him 30 tries. It only took me 10. So did Kyle.
You
Matt
didn't
Czech learned how to
beat the
dodge.
first boss at level 14?
Throwing shade at Kyle. I'm playing Dark Souls 2 right now. I killed 3 bosses last night. I one-shotted a boss, which if I didn't, I would have been really disappointed in myself. It was like the 2 healers and like some other dude.
It was the church fight.
The church fight.
Okay, yeah.
If I didn't one-shot that, I was going to be really mad.
I can't remember. It's been so long since I've
It was like
started
prowling
Dark Souls 2.
magus and congregation.
I killed the snake lady. I took away all the poison, which I was actually doing really good the first time I fought her.
Yeah, you were.
Like, I didn't want to have the poison. I, died once, though, after I got rid of the poison. Why is it, if it's easier, I get worse? Who's that knight, or the big guy with the flame in his stomach?
The smelter dude. You didn't
Smelter
kill
demon.
him.
I didn't kill him.
Yeah, you
I
fought
gotta
him
fight
once,
him.
and then you were like, no.
I killed the dog.
You-
I gotta fight the smelter demon. I killed the horse, which wasn't hard when I freaking figured out. I got invaded
You killed
by
that
Mac.
guy. You killed Mac.
I killed Mac. And that's when,
And
that's
Matt's
when
like,
they were messing
oh,
with
you
me.
can't even beat me? After he asked his flask 3
Yeah.
times.
Freaking, he invaded me. Well, show respect. It's like someone robbing you. Like, hey, be nice. All right?
Well,
be nice.
I only pulled a knife. You
I
don't
know.
need a gun.
Yeah, why are you calling the police, dick? So, yeah. And that's when they were, typing messages to me, and I was reading them.
Matt
And
was,
it's
saying, Matt was saying he has a tiny peenie, and we don't know why.
no, you do know why. I have it in the history, in the backlog. First time I read it, I'm like, no!
I knew you have a tiny peenie.
Matt,
Don't have a tiny peenie!
it turns out Matt Czech reads everything that pops up on his screen.
Yeah.
Out loud.
Except for stuff about Brittany.
No, he did, because I was like, Brittany.
Oh,
Type
yeah.
in Brittany.
You, did, pig Latin.
No.
Or something. Stupid. That's what I'm playing right now. I got, 700 more bosses to beat in the freaking DLC area. Because he's like, oh yeah, that's the optional boss, we're going to beat him anyway. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's 41 bosses.
I'm gonna go back and play Dragon Age Inquisition again here. I just bought the order to play that.
Oh, that's going to take you 5 hours just to get it done.
Stream it.
Probably.
Yeah. My friend gave me a few PlayStation 2 games for my computer, so I've got Shadow of the Colossus, and I got the Kingdom Hearts
Say that,
2, shut up. Kingdom Hearts 2, Plus, or something like that, where I can fight all the people in, the Black Hood Order thing.
It's not all of them.
Well,
It's
it's more. It's the Japanese.
final mix.
Yeah, final mix. I got that, and I got Shadow of the Colossus, so I'll play those. It'll be fun. It's cool, man. It is.
You're going to say Baggro this time?
Oh my god, you know what?
I can't believe you let him die.
He didn't die! He survived, and
He
I was
broke his
turned
leg.
into a baby!
Maybe he
Horses
turned into a
don't
baby
break
when he
their
died.
legs.
Yeah, they do!
Horses don't survive on the regulars. They don't heal.
Didn't you know
It's
that
gonna
the
die.
end of that is just a dream?
It was just like Mario Land now. What are you playing?
Well, I'm going to let Derek go first because mine's going to bleed into the last topic.
Oh. No. I don't play anything anymore.
He has no
Eric,
computer.
you're gonna start coming over and playing games with me.
Okay, I'll do that.
If anyone wants to give Derek a computer, if you just have one laying around,
Or just a
that's
bunch of games.
a lot of games.
Yeah, if you guys want to start doing like Let's Plays or something, I can let you borrow the capture card.
Yeah.
I think
I was thinking about buying one too.
Okay.
I was just gotta look into getting a mic too, because I was looking at one that it was like it's like 120th. They're like Roxio or something, and it captures HDMI at like 1020p or 1080p.
Yeah, you probably left to 1080.
That's what I meant.
Before you
Right.
come to my apartment.
I was about to say, I got the Elgato, and that does 1080p at 30 frames.
Yeah,
I got
think it
that
was
for
60.
120, and then they have like a 160 version.
Dude,
that
the
does 60.
Mario Party or the
So,
Mario
yeah, I might-
Kart
I
and
might go
the
with
Super
that.
Smash Bros. On that looked really good. Or straight.
I might go with that and get because I want to get a better capture card or something.
Yeah.
So I can just do something in my house too.
Aaron, what are you playing?
I started working on Bloodborne again.
Yeah.
I've been letting that sit for a while. I went to the castle.
Canehurst.
Yeah. And I went up there and I worked with the kid who has been like, the boss is so hard, he's kicking my ass. I went up there and beat his ass on the second try.
And Antiguen. Dude, Antiguen's fun.
That was a really fun fight.
It is a fun fight.
I felt good with my dodges. I picked up on his attack pattern pretty quick.
Yeah.
I was
So
like,
who's the kid that said it's super hard?
Buddy Ryan.
Oh, I thought you were like making fun of me or something. Like
No.
that. I'm like,
I mean, again, it
I
depends.
said that was hard one time.
He's running an arcane build, which
Oh,
apparently
that's
his boss
cool.
is up the butt with arcane resist.
Yeah.
So he does like no damage to it.
Yeah.
oh, I said pansy. I guess it's the opposite. He's going for like a freaking Conan the Barbarian
He's going the
one.
man
Or
way.
the manly way.
And then I started playing for my first solo Let's Play series. I've been playing through Sunset Overdrive again,
Oh.
which I
How was
never
that?
actually beat the first time because I had to wipe my Xbox. And actually, apparently it saves through the cloud, but I had to delete it to restart the game
Oh.
for the play, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I haven't played in so long. Basically, it's a game about this energy drink turns everybody into zombies.
Yeah, I saw that it's like the
It
Xbox
looks-
One's launch title, right?
It looks super.
It's
fun.
not a launch.
Oh, it's a launch
It looks
title?
super fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. It's open world. It's like a third-person shooter. Have fun. Like the game. The
Riding on
game
rails.
makes fun of the fact that it is a game. Has a ton of references to stuff. There's Breaking Bad references and all that.
Yeah.
Because like the game itself will be all like you'll just hear this voice that'll be like press X to jump, and the character will be like, "What is this? A video game or something?"
I know there's a Arrested Development joke in there with a banana stand on fire.
Really?
You ever seen that show?
That show's so good.
Yeah, so I started that. I'm hoping to start putting some of that out.
Nice.
I'll probably wait for after the Mortal Kombat tournament. So
Is
whenever
that
that gets done.
is that maybe the same people that made Sly?
Not Sly, Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank. Okay.
Insomniac.
They got good grinding mechanics, so I was just trying
It
to
is,
think
it is. There's grinding mechanics all over that game. Like,
I would say I'm probably going to do Dragon Age when I get my capture card. I'll probably start recording some
Can
stuff
your
for the
capture
channel.
card catch PS2 games?
yeah,
Oh, dude, we should
but you're
play
gonna have
Dragon-
to. I don't know if it can go straight from a PS2, but with my PS3, you could always do it.
We should play Dragon Ball Z. Do a Dragon Ball Z tournament tonight.
We'll do a Dragon Ball Z tournament at some point.
Yeah.
One of the next after Derek and I've got a big project coming up. We're gonna do all of Halo.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Including the movies.
After that, we're gonna do Harry
Press
Potter.
A, press A.
I
It
think-
only takes
Oh,
Harry
my
Potter.
God.
Dude, I'd be down.
each one only takes about 4 hours.
Why do you guys like that game so much?
Harry
Because
Potter-
it's
I haven't
great.
played- I
The
haven't
wash
played it.
machine was so easy to kill. Why was it so hard for you to kill?
Not the washing.
I would say
The washing machine.
I haven't played any of the Harry Potter games.
So aside from that big thing, which Derek and I probably should get started on,
yeah,
Eventually,
Yeah.
to it.
we'll next weekend.
Yeah.
Do you have the Master Chief Collection?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say like that'd be.
So we'll get started on that next weekend. Not after that. It'll probably be somewhat during this. The big thing I want to do is I want to start a Madden league this
Oh,
summer.
Oh, I'm excited.
Can I be on someone's team? I've never.
Well,
played
no, we're
Madden.
gonna have like it's gonna be open for 8 people unless like we get like 16. But if we have to go in increments of 8 for it to work out
We should
well,
get 32.
I'd be down.
I'll play, but I've
Then we
never
do a
played,
full
so-
season.
I'll
And
play.
basically, what it is, we'd split it into 2 divisions, and then you just like real football, you'd play your division twice and your other division once.
Yeah.
And then we would have the top 2 would have like the championship games, and then we'd have the Nib Bowl at the end.
Dude, I need to practice up on that like NFL Street one. That's the only one I've played a crap ton
Dude,
of.
I love NFL Street.
Well, I mean, I figured it'd be Madden 15, and like I would try to set people who are interested. I'd try to set the the groups up to make it easy, because I know like a lot of you don't have Madden, so you'd have to use my PlayStation to play each other.
Yeah.
And then
I can pick
obviously,
it up too when we start it.
like if we have to, because
Play
I
backyard baseball.
want to try to get like Scott and Spencer involved. I think that'd be fun.
cool.
They have fun. Oh God, I'm
Scott
not
was, Scott and Spencer would probably
so bad. I can't.
We would put them in the same
actually
division.
put you in a run for your money there, Aaron.
Scott.
He's gonna put you over. He's the best coach in the world.
Oh yeah.
I was up. I forgot I was playing somebody. I was up 27-0 in the fourth quarter, and then Scott took over for them, and I won the game 27-24.
Jeez.
It's like he almost came back.
We'll just put you in the hard division and all of us in the dumb division.
Well, and then what I want to do with this,
I'm gonna be in the hard one our time.
I want to try. I'm not sure how well this will work, but I want to game capture all the games, and then we can put them up on. So I'll go with this first. We're starting Twitch next week. I think I said it was.
I'm excited.
You guys want to do it?
I will,
sign up.
totally. When you start it, that's when my 2-week break is.
Okay,
so I can stream whenever then.
We'll sign up for some times, just so people know.
Okay.
But we can run the games on the Twitch, like actual games, this game will run then, but obviously it'll be delayed.
It'll be like Vine Sauce, where they just have streamers just keep popping up.
Yeah, and then what I want to do at like the end of every week is like me and somebody else put on like a nice shirt and pretend like we're in the ESPN studios and be all like, here's the highlights, and we'll pull the highlights out of each game.
That sounds like fun.
That would be cool.
So that's the plan. So
you get a camera now.
I'll be posting a sign up for that soon on NIBS Media. Just make sure you can play a game of Madden for 10 to 12 weeks.
Okay.
Like one game each week for 10 to 12 weeks.
I need to get Madden next day.
Well, you can play it over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play over here then.
Like I said, the only thing is if we get more people involved outside, it just might be hard matching up times for those matches.
Yeah.
But
you got me.
We'll figure that
got
out.
me looking at your thing and thinking we could do a Guitar Hero thing too. That'd be kind of cool.
We'll
I think we should just wait for
Rock
Rock Band 4 to come out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's coming out. You can also know this new Tony Hawk coming out soon.
Yeah, Tony Hawk. Oh, I forgot to put that in the notes. Tony Hawk 5's coming out.
Yeah, that's the most. Tony Hawk is the worst at keeping secrets.
Oh yeah, apparently this has just been common knowledge for 6 months now.
It has.
Every time Tony Hawk does a private event, he just has banners for it posted.
Well,
everywhere.
there was a catering guy showing off his check out my cool tables and stuff like that. And in the back, it's a big statue of Tony Hawk 5. Apparently, they yell at him turn, get that picture off right now.
One of the best parts about Tony Hawk games is just chilling out and listening to the soundtrack.
Dude, yeah. I started listening to the Aquabats because playing that on freaking 64.
Dude, we should do Portal 2.
Oh god.
I'll do Portal 2 with
No,
you.
we should do Last of Us multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Record that. That's so fun.
Well, there's a lot of stuff we could just do.
Well, and another thing that was in my head is we'd have to start again. I know we kind of started doing this. Me and you it would be part of our joint Let's Plays, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
And we do Team Orange versus Team Purple, and we just play through Crash and Spyro.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'd totally be down for it.
Well, try to put a neat little spin on it. So every time we post a video, what team are you on? Purple or orange?
I'd be down.
And then we can try to get the Game Boy Advance ones where they meet each other.
That's awesome.
So yeah, does anybody else aside from Let's Plays, does anybody have some ideas cooking? Obviously my Madden thing is essentially a Let's Play, but
I like the tournament ideas.
Yeah,
those are always fun. They have enough people.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of the term the Mortal Kombat. We're doing an Injustice one.
I was saying we should do movie reviews.
Movie reviews.
That's a lot. That's a lot of legal stuff we'd have to go through.
Well, no, we can just.
Don't have to put
it can be physical. It can actually. You could type it out. We could start up a blog on Blogspot or something.
Good.
Or you can do. You can do if somebody wanted to head this up, I probably wouldn't be as involved in this one. But if somebody wanted to start a podcast, you can just talk about the movie. Well, no, there's plenty of.
He says full on the podcast.
Well, I mean, I love doing this one, but I'm not going to do a ton every week.
Or we could talk about Age of Ultron because you're not going to go see it in theaters.
Nope.
That's fine. You can get it on the internet.
No,
yeah, it sounds good.
No, you can't, and I won't do that.
It's so good.
Wink.
It's such a good movie. Just go see it in theaters. I'm going to go see it again.
Go see it again.
Good for you. The next movie I'm going to see in theaters is Vacation.
Oh God!
You're gonna go see that in theaters, but you won't see Age of Ultron.
Exactly.
Is that before or after Star Wars?
He just blows up
It's
the
before. It's
God,
I was
just
going to
fine.
say, are you not going to see Star Wars?
Oh no, I'm going to see Star Wars.
Oh, God, I can't wait for Star Wars.
I probably won't see the midnight launch, but I'll probably go that Friday morning.
I'll probably go
You think
see
we could?
Really?
It'd be kind of a pain, but we could do because since a lot of people got PS4s, we could bring PS4s and have like a LAN thing, because The Last of Us is a fun multiplayer, but we have enough people that I think we play like 3v3 on that. And it's more fun to play with your friends than the people that are level 3,000.
Well, what's exciting about the Twitch is why I want people to schedule times. If you're consistent, you can get a viewer base, and then we can have a shout out. Like with this podcast, we have a decent sized listenership for this. Maybe that's one thing we can add too. Later on is hey, we're playing such and such game. Log on and play with us.
Yeah.
My Dark Souls has been pretty consistent on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah. Where he just drinks and plays.
So Drunk Souls on Tuesday.
Drunk Souls, Boozeborn once he's done with it.
Boozeborn when I'm done.
I like that. But yeah, just we'll see, because I obviously you've got your own channels, but it'd be easier, at least during this block of your time, just use the Nib one. I said.
Yeah, I like it.
I get viewers on.
If you want to stream while somebody else is streaming, we'll put a link out to your own and stuff like that. But
I mean, I guess my popularity can just move over to the next one.
Your popularity of me, Jordan, and Derek watching it.
There have been other people that watched it. Okay.
And then
when you guys aren't there,
and then we started talking
about once, and there was 2 people there, and I did not know who they were. They were my biggest fans.
It was probably me.
You were oh God, it was you. I remember. 'Cause, I usually watch your stuff when you're at work. I just can't comment. F*** you. You got me excited for a second.
All right, we're out of time.
Aw.
It has been a good week.
Yeah, it's been a good week.
So make sure you check out Nibs Media,
Nibs
our
Media.
Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
We just got the
YouTube.
opening title thing done.
Yeah, now we just need to make a logo.
Yeah, and you can search Nibs Media on YouTube. We got our Mario Kart Let's Plays. We got, obviously, the podcasts up there. That's how you're listening to this.
Yeah.
And
the Mortal Kombat tournament's going up real soon.
Yeah. It is coming, guys. We're sorry
Should be
with the delay on that.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I want to listen to it. You guys are talking about voice modulator. You probably did a crap ton of stuff with that.
No, we didn't do anything with modulator. We just talked in commentator voices.
If you got questions, concerns, any suggestions for topics for the show, you can
or things that
email
we
us
can do. Yeah.
at NIBScast@gmail.com.
If you're concerned about Mask Tiny Peenie.
Oh my God, shut up.
Yep.
I swear to God, that's the name of this podcast.
Mask Tiny Peenie.
NIBScast@gmail.com.
NIBScast@gmail.com.
If you got any fan art, send it to NIBScast@gmail.com.
If you want to draw Matt and his Tiny Peenie.
No!
I'm Aaron Lamping, for Derek Ragsdale, for Dylan Schmidt, for Matt Czech. We will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yeah.